Hello, welcome to Straight Talk. We will be discussing how outreach affects church growth. This segment will focus on member involvement. When members actively participate in the reaching out process, an atmosphere of expectancy and excitement is generated. This surge of enthusiasm and energy is created because of new people and knowing they had a part in growing the church. But how do we get there? When church becomes a place to grow and not a place to go, it will be easy for members to reach out, invite, and minister to others. When I was going to prayer, God asked me to ask myself a question. Was I going to prayer to grow, or am I going to prayer because of habit, tradition, or some other reason? When I go to church to grow, I'm looking for an opportunity to serve, develop, and grow spiritually in order to impact my family and my sphere of influence in a positive way. This continuous excitement motivates me to talk to people about what I am excited about. I want the people outside the church to know what I am experiencing. If you have children, you can understand what I'm saying. For instance, I was teaching my 3-year-old how to operate a remote control car recommended for 6-year-olds and above. I showed him how to make it go forward, reverse, spin around. After watching a while, he said, "Daddy, let me do it." Remember, he's only 3. After struggling with the controls, he finally figured it out. He ran out the room to find Mommy shouting, "I did it, come and see." We are the same way. When we are given the opportunity to grow, we instinctively want to go and tell someone else. On the converse, if your church is only a place to go, your members are not motivated to invite and reach out to others. This is the main reason why in America, most people that attend church do not invite others to come to church. Pastors across the country know that if their members would invite people, the church would be filled. Secondly, if you have a seasoned church, most of their friends and family already attend church. So what are you asking them to do? Talk to strangers or acquaintances. And this frightens them. If members don't know what to do or are confused, they do nothing. Jesus showed us how to address this situation. He spent time growing the disciples, showing them a lifestyle they could model. He prepared them to instinctively respond to life situations that would carry on after his departure. Growing is an ongoing process and over time becomes a part of our development and becomes a lifestyle. When people grow to the point that they recognize what they have is what others want, this is what I call the ticket. Jesus did it with his disciples, and the same principle applies today. The church has to create a culture and an environment to facilitate growth. Each church will approach this differently because their members, neighborhood, and vision are different. Your ticket may be a strong marriage, peace of mind, a powerful youth or music ministry. But to the person you are talking to, this is what they hunger and thirst after. To illustrate this, let's say you wanted to cut your yard, but you didn't have a lawnmower. And it has been raining for a couple of days and your grass had grown about 1 foot high. You get this bright idea. I asked my neighbor if I could borrow his lawnmower to cut my yard. You walk across his manicured yard. It's all edged with the crepe myrtles and the landscape laid out perfectly. As you come to the porch, you stand at the door, your heart begins to pound faster as you raise your hand to knock on the door. Joe opens the door, you say, "Hey Joe, can I borrow your lawnmower to cut my yard?" Is that an easy request or a hard one? For most people, it's hard. Why? Because you know that he knows that you need it. Whenever you need something from someone else, it's always hard. But let's say you have 5 tickets to a playoff game to watch your favorite football team. The tickets are in the press box right above the 50-yard line. You and your wife are going and you have 3 extra tickets. You get this novel idea. I asked my neighbor if he wants those tickets. So you sashay across the lawn and you knock on his door, calm, cool, and collected. Joe opens the door and you say, "Hey Joe, I have 3 tickets to the Dallas Cowboys home game. Do you want the tickets?" Is this an easy or hard question? It's easy. Why? Because you know that they know you have what they want. You have the ticket. And even if they had something planned where they couldn't make it, does it hurt your feelings? No. Why? Because you can walk down the street and ask anybody and they'll jump on it. When you are excited and know what you have, it's easy to invite and talk to people. If your members are asked to invite friends to church because you need to fill the pews or you need more finances, this is creating a lawnmower mentality in their minds. When they approach people, they're thinking, what do I say? Or we need them. You are approaching a situation from a point of weakness versus strength and confidence. When members have a reaching out mentality, they see opportunities to connect with others. When they come together, synergy is created. This is why successful outreach programs flourish. At each step, momentum is multiplied and the reaching out process increases, showing that as we work together, we increase our potential where 1 + 1 now equals 3. Outreach is not about programs, it's always about people. When this excites you to the point that you have to tell someone, you got the ticket. There is so much more on this subject, but our time is up. In closing, Joshua's church growth system helps energize your outreaching efforts and provides online tools for members where they can invite and connect with the people they meet. Leaders can reference members' gift assessment results and know how to grow the people under their care. Well, to learn more, my series on outreach with a mission and maximum impact will shed more light on this topic. Go to joshuausa.com for a free download. I'm Gregory Lyons, and stay tuned next time as we cover another aspect of church growth.